first approached by ESP to become one of their artists, my first question was, can I design my own style, body style? Because, I'd seen all the other ones before, and I was like, man, I just want to make something that's completely unique to me, just kind of start from scratch. When I asked them if I could design my own, they're all ears, like, let's do this. So I spent, a few weeks like drawing out different shapes of guitars, and that was really hard to come up with something that was unique and different than the millions of guitar shapes that are out there. So my first initial impression of working with ESP was a really good one. Also, the fact that they asked me, what guitar strings do you use? What gauge do you use? And what tunings do you use? Because in Mastodon, we use a lot of different tunings, 6 to 7 different tunings, all at different times. They were involved. They wanted to know like the minutia. To me, it's the little things, it's not necessarily the giant changes that you would do in a guitar, but just the subtle things that make it your own and personalized. First guitar they did with me was the Eclipse, which right off the bat, I mean, I didn't even really have to do much prototypes with that. They just kind of shipped me one, and I plugged it in, and it sounded great, played great, stayed in tune. And I was like, yeah, this is a great guitar here. I started to design my own, the Sparrowhawk, which was my second guitar. When the Sparrowhawk guitar came, I was just blown away at how great the neck felt and how it looked. First of all, I mean, to me, guitars, that not only do they have to play very well and stay in tune and sound good, but I mean, I kind of like the aesthetics. That's kind of up there for me. Is really cool looking guitar. It's like a classic car. You go to that midlife crisis and you want a new Corvette or an old Corvette in your life because that's what you need now at 50 years old. It's kind of the same feeling. It's like, oh man, I want to, not super flashy, but they make good looking guitars. So I was very excited about that. And then we came along, and now we're here with the Royal Shiva, who is one sassy bee, you know what I mean? So the body is mahogany with a maple cap. The neck is mahogany with ebony fretboard. It's a 25-inch scale neck with 22 frets, and just a little quarter of a fret right there, which that's where the sweet spot is right there. So it's also got a bone nut and locking tuners, which make putting on and off guitar strings a lot easier. It's got my signature back there for extra specialness. Tone pros, locking, bridge, and saddles. And the best part about this guitar are the Mojotone Hellbender pickups that I helped design. We'll start with the neck pickup. That's an 11K Alnico 2 and ceramic magnet blend. Has 4 conductor wiring. The bridge pickup is a 19K Alnico 5 and ceramic magnet blend. Again, with 4 conductor wiring and wax potted, of course, keep the squeals down. And then we have the push-pull volume, which is coil splitting. And, I didn't want to put too many knobs on here. I just kind of go with the basic essentials. This guitar also is very thick and heavy. It might be up here, but I just feel like there's more sustain, and I just like throwing a heavy guitar around on stage. Also working with Mojotone, they've always been super nice, super good to me when I would, call them up needing a part or trying out some new speakers or cabinets. In the back of my head, I remembered that I had got some pickups from Mojotone, like the Black Magic pickups, some PAF clones, and I was like, man, don't forget, those pickups sound great. And they were more of kind of like a mom and pop kind of business. They just made me feel right at home, like it was like a family. And I said, hey, would you guys be able to handle large amounts of orders of pickups, like if I design my own pickup with you guys? And would that be cool? Because your pickups sound great. So they would send me a pickup, and I would immediately open up the box and stick it into my guitar and solder all the wires and play it for a little while and compare it to other guitars that I had, and might need a little more of this, a little more EQ in a higher range, maybe a little more gain, but I don't want to make them too hot, like that these pickups are gonna sound completely different than any other one of my guitars. I want it to be in the same kind of range. And I feel like we achieved that. You might buy my pickups and say, well, hey, I don't sound like Bill. It's like, well, it's because you're not me. You will sound better, for sure, with the Hellbender pickups though. Guaranteed.